Hey everyone, welcome to Metal Customs. Today's the day that we're finally going to get around to starting on the 62 Comet. Casey's come up to help me with this project. I think he's going to be helping me with all the projects from here on out. Hopefully, having some help, we can get these things finished, running, and get them sold. Y'all may have seen the previous video on this. If you didn't, run through the playlist where I show y'all the particulars about it. But first things first, we're just going to run through it, get all the parts. There's a ton of trim, there's a ton of stuff in this thing, and see what we have, see what we don't have, and get it cleaned out, and then just basically go from there. So just hang out, and I'll throw in some bits and pieces of that, and we'll see where we're at on this. Alright guys, me and Casey got her cleaned out for the most part, so let me show you all the damage that we did find. Of course, I don't think that big block Hemi's going to run anymore. What do you think? A little duct tape and she'll be fine?
Maybe some JB Weld, yeah.
JB Weld. Alright, but we're getting rid of that anyway. But I mean, no rust once we got all them leaves and stuff out of this front end. That's cool. Firewall's looking decent. Of course, the dash looks good. But we seem to have floor ventilation problems. So yeah, we're going to definitely have to put a whole floor in this. I see some problems over there in that quarter, but that's to be expected for the year and everything, and it's been sitting out. Dash, plenty repairable. Digging that. Roof ain't bad, surface rust, no big deal. The thing about it, our rocker panels down here look good. So the car's structurally sound, and that's a big deal. No telling how much Bondo's down in there. We'll have to get the big grinder a hold of these quarters.
Yep.
But the trunk, yeah, I mean, we're going to have to, just because there is some rust spots, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Just like the trunk lid, it's really not that terrible. There's a spot down there in the corner. That looks pretty good. A little spot over there, plenty repairable. And pretty much the same on this side. There's a door that was in it. I don't really see no major issues with it. So yeah, all in all, the old car ain't too bad. So what we're going to do next is grab all of the trim that we got out of it and see if we have enough that we can fit everything in it, or if we don't, then we just won't have no trim on it. Alright guys, we got it pulled in the shop. Got a little electric winch, which it's slow, but it gets the job done. Just look at that. That's a showpiece right there now. Little wash and wax, she'll be fine. But we did figure out where a lot of this trim went. All the red trim goes in the interior, and believe it or not, we have it all, which is really cool. But as far as the aluminum, the body trim goes, we do not have it. We don't even have half of it. So we're going to fill these holes and do this a solid sidecar, because I got a feeling we're going to have to cut this poor car up all to pieces.
Yep.
And we're actually at this point, we're thinking about just setting this body on one of the 99 through 04 Mustang subframe sections, and a V6 automatic this thing, and keep your fuel injected. But we're going to raise it up and look underneath it, and just for the fun of it, see what it looks like underneath. Alright guys, we got her up in the air. Did you see anything that wasn't rusted?
The rubber's not rusted.
Yeah, the rubber's not rusted. This thing, well, you know, it come from Ohio. I don't know if you can tell or not. The body I ain't that worried about. We can do body work, patch panels and whatnot. But this subframe and all of this, floor, looks like the cross member is gone. Poor transmission's about ready to fall out of it, which was pretty cool when we was pulling it in. We had it in gear, so transmission works and the motor was turning over. But we're not going to use it, but that is cool to know. Maybe we can sell it to somebody who wants the original parts. Yeah, but this thing is toasty fried chicken pretty much. So we're just going to go Sawzall crazy, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, we need a case of Sawzall blades. So there you have it, guys. That's what we got to work with. I know a lot of people would junk it, but stuff like this, this is what we live for. We're going to take one of my Mustangs that runs, put it on the other lift and take some measurements. But I think, what is that black one out there, 2000?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's a 2000 with V6 automatic car, no motor, no trans in it right now. But we got motor transmissions. I think that's what we're going to use as our donor for this thing. And basically, we're at that point where we're ready to strip her down and cut everything off and just have base body. Well, I'm going to kill the camera for now, and we're going to make some plans, and then we'll get into this thing. All right, guys, here's where we're at. We got the bumpers, and the fenders off of it. Of course, we've had the hood off. We do have the hood for it, and it looks pretty good. I got the trunk taken off of it, the rear bumper. I wish I would have videoed that. As you can see by all the rust in the floor, because you basically took the rear bumper and with a little help from the Sawzall, just ripped it right out of there. Well, I got the fuel tank out of it. So yeah, this is what we ended up with. Our car's not in that good of a shape, but like I said earlier, we look forward to these type of challenges, and I think it's going to be awesome. And what we're doing here is basically, like I said, we're going to cut this body out and just leave a basic shell. And we're going to grab one of our Mustangs, not this one, that's my driver, but I have a couple more out there this body style. And we're going to use all the floorboard, frame, front end, rear end, everything underneath this car, the whole subframe assembly, motor, transmission, electronics, and everything, so that this thing will be a dependable little car, V6 automatic, you know, fuel injected, whole 9 yards. Here's the big issue we've run across. This body style, the wheelbase on this car is 101 inches. The wheelbase on this car is 114 inches. So, here's what we're going to do. Now here's where it gets really tricky. In order to make everything fit right, what we're going to have to do is shorten this body by 13 inches. Hopefully the light's good enough y'all can see that. See the line I got here, the line I got here. This has to come out all the way down, all the way up, and all the way over, and all of this moves forward. So, that will make, by doing that, that'll make this a 101 inch wheelbase car. Of course, the window's got to go. When we shorten all of this, we'll just have a small fixed window in here. But for those of y'all body guys, y'all know how much of a pain this is going to be. Because we have got to totally reform this whole section here once this is moved up. This is going to be quite the custom job, guys. This will be by far the biggest custom job that we've ever taken on. I mean, grafting a body onto another frame, you know, is a job in itself. And now, we've got to take this whole section out of this car and totally reform it. Now, my opinion, getting rid of that big window like that and bringing all that forward is going to actually help the looks of this car. That's one of the things I've really never cared about in these little Comets is that big old back window. It almost makes it look like a four-door in a way. But moving all of that up and making this a shorter car, I think it's going to make it look a little nicer. And like I say, everything on this car is going to be total custom. The only thing stock will basically be the basic body on it. That's it. So this is going to be a major project. We're going to have plenty of videos on this, show you our progress as we make it and go along. So stay tuned and keep watching. This is going to be a trip. All right, guys, we're at the next step here. Casey's cut some pipe and welded it in there. And it's got a piece along the back there. I think that'd be plenty enough to hold this car from flexing when we cut. But we're fixing to get ready, get our straps hooked up, get the cherry picker a hold of this body, and go sawzall crazy and get all this cut off of here.
Found it. You get good at this.
Alright, guys, we got our straps on there. We think it's going to hold okay. We got the big one there in the center and the two backs right there to help keep it a little bit from teetering so much. Oh, we got to try out our new jack that we put on our lift now too, so that's cool. What we're going to do is go ahead and we'll draw out where we need to cut. We're going to get to cutting and try to get this body off today. Alright, guys, we're going to let her down a little bit. We're still caught on the back some. We actually missed a little piece of the frame, and we'll get that cut. Then we'll try to see if we can get it all the way off. All right, round two. We ready?
Yeah, where's that pry bar? Because I know I'll have to move some of this to get it to free.
Right here.
Right.
Everything okay?
Check your front floor panel, driver's side right there. You might need this. Seems like it's right here. Seems like it's trying to come up with it. I don't know if you can get in there. Just get it.
I can't see jack. I can't tell.
Actually, it might be a pole.
Oh, did you cut that post out?
No, doesn't have to.
Yeah, I definitely won't have to do that. All right, you watch everything and tell me who, what, and when. I'm hanging on the front.
Look, like I said, your front floorboard panel don't look like it's coming off.
It looks like the top right here.
The floor panel's coming with it though.
Yeah, for some reason the body is this way.
Take your pry bar?
I think I'm good right there. Don't see anything else that it's grabbing a hold of.
Looks like your floorboard's almost like it's still hanging.
Grab a sawzall, come right here and look. Little bracket holding it, looks like you can just snip it right off of there. Watch it when you snip it, we got pressure.
Say jump with it, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Let's see what we got.
See what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That was the magic. What's that? Everything we find?
I hope so. It's freely moving. Just about everywhere else.
Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna get it up high enough.
Well, we'll see. Clay's pivoting. You might have to roll it out a little bit, but
Might have to drop it down. Think we'll just scoot the stripe back a little bit.
yeah, maybe. Yeah. Or you can just do that. That works too. I can swing that back in higher, but it's gonna drop that front end.
We're gonna get a little bit more of a game plan going. Right, we ready to come down with her?
Minimal damage. Yep. Very slowly and very surely. Let's go.
That took a while, but hey, we got it out of there. Now, the next big question is, we can get this back down on the lip.
Back, pulling over to it. There you go.
More?
No, I can swing it as it comes down. So.
Okay, front's gonna have to go more, but let me go ahead and... I think it needs to come my way some now, don't it?
Yeah, right there.
Stay my way as much as it can. And we put a scratch on it.
Here, touchdown. What? Almost. Touchdown. Ready? Clear.
Outstanding.
Should I get her out? If you can. Or even if you want to. We're gonna... Oh no, we're going to do the same thing as Mustang. Never mind.
Alright, well, I gotta move a bunch of stuff before we move it, but that's okay. We got it. And I think we're gonna call it a wrap on this one. What do you think?
Yeah, birthday.
Alright, guys, we're gonna wind it up on this one. The way I edit, it's gonna look like it didn't take that long, but we got, I don't know, what time is it? 4 o'clock or so?
Closing time.
Yeah, we got, it wasn't bad. We done that in 6 hours. So that's really not too terrible. But y'all, appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. We didn't kill ourselves, which on this one was pretty good. Yeah. But join us for the next one. Now we get to put a Mustang in. Now it's going to be a lot harder because we're going to be more specific about where we cut.
I'm gonna strip clean.
Yeah, strip it, clean it, the whole 9 yards. But next video, we'll start on it, getting it ready. Well, we appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you would, throw us down some comments. If you're able, hit us up on Patreon. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Again, thank y'all very much. Until the next one, we hope that y'all have a fantastic day.